Hi guys, welcome to another video with Mel. Today we are reviewing issue 161 of The Walking Dead. This is part 5 of the Whisperer War of 6, so we have one more issue to go, and we'll be finished with the Whisperer War and we'll know the outcome. I picked up the weird cover of it. I think this is such a strange cover because look at Carl. He just looks so ripped. It is so ridiculous, and Lydia as well, just trying to kind of do a model pose while she shoots her gun. The Carl bit doesn't even come into play really in here, but Lydia does, so that's quite cool. I also like how the zombies are drawn on this one. I think it's quite a fun cover, this one. Okay, so let's get into it. First of all, I didn't think this was the best issue of the Whisperer War. I think it was just a bit of kind of filler, it felt like to me. Not a lot happened. I was expecting a death in this one, and I was a little disappointed not to get one, so that's just kind of like, eh. Especially when you have this giant house fire that's happening at the hilltop. I expected there to be death involved, but apparently not. Apparently everybody's okay so far. And when they kind of hinted at one, I didn't think it was going to happen anyway. So we start off with Lydia blowing the brains out of one of the Whisperers and telling him, nope, this is my home now. The hilltop's my home. I'm not going back with you. And it does have a really good badass scene. This bit here. Lydia is actually pretty badass, and I think this is the first time I've actually really liked Lydia. This panel as well, that's pretty cool. Her just kicking the zombies while shooting them at the same time. I think that's pretty cool. I've never really liked Lydia, but like this whole like first part of her just kicking some zombie butt, pretty good actually. I've got to say, give the girl props on this bit. Finally, she's showing herself to be someone to actually be messed with, someone that we can actually follow along in The Walking Dead, and not just eye candy for Carl to be with. So, it's good as well. So, we go to the house fire. Maggie and Carl run in the house to kind of go save Sophia and Herschel. But Sophia's already on it. She's got Herschel. She's on it. She's gonna make it out anyway. She was on it. She had everything sorted. So, so Maggie tries to get them out. Carl says he's not going. He's going to help get other people out instead. Maggie tells him off, but he goes running off in his Carl way because Carl ain't going to listen to anybody. He didn't listen to his mom. He's surely not going to listen to Maggie in this instance. So Carl goes trying to find people to get them out of the fire. Find someone that's not breathing and goes to help them. And unfortunately, Carl gets kind of knocked over when part of the house starts to fall apart. And unfortunately, the people that he was saving, they decide to leave him because he's unconscious and he can't carry both people. He's already going to carry his mom, so he has to leave him at that point. So Carl's left behind, and we're worried about Carl for a few seconds. There's like, oh my goodness, Carl's not going to die in The Walking Dead, is he? As far as I know, Kirkman has always said that if Rick dies, it's Carl's story, actually. So, Carl ain't gonna die. Carl's our protagonist, really. So, he definitely isn't gonna die. So we have this bit of Carl kind of struggling to breathe, struggling to get out, but he's hurt. And we're left with Carl's nasty eye socket. Much better effect than actually on the TV show. I don't know how we get a better effect in black and white than we do actually on the TV show. Kind of sucked. And we wonder, will Carl survive? So we go back to Maggie and Sophia and Herschel's freaking out. He's like, Mommy, I'm scared. And it's like, Maggie's right on it. Sophia's being badass. I've been waiting for this moment from Sophia for a very long time, for her to actually be badass, and it's great. It's great to see Sophia grown up, taking charge of things, keeping Maggie safe, really, keeping Herschel safe. He's kind of her brother at this point, so it's pretty awesome, actually. Go back to Lydia. She's being called a traitor by one of the Whisperers, and of course she just kills him. It's like, screw that. She's just not gonna do it. And Sophia, of course, doesn't know where Carl is, worried about that. And they just say they're sorry they had to leave him. But luckily, Aaron is still alive. Thank you, Aaron. And even though he's got stitches, he managed to get Carl out. So, Aaron, you came in handy, dude. He ain't gonna leave Carl to die. Not gonna happen. So he gets Carl out. Doc Carson starts working on Carl because he's not breathing, but we're going to get him going. So, and Doc tells him, it's like, I know you're not 100% about your doctor. I normally advise you to take it easy, but don't let anything kill me. And I just love that line. It's like, don't you dare. Aaron, you're going to fight for me right now, dude, because I got to save Carl. I don't have time to fight myself. So that's just great. I love that line as well. It's nice to kind of see the hilltop in this kind of situation. We don't often get to go there and watch everything going on there. So it's cool to see so much happening at the hilltop and all this action, really. So we've got, the whole place is pretty much on fire. Loads of walkers. Loads of whisperers mixed in with the walkers. And it is just going to hell right now. It's not going well at all. But like the past when we were in Alexandria and the zombies were attacking in No Way Out, they got in formation and they took down those zombies like exactly the same. Oh, it's beautiful that when a plan kind of comes together and it's like, yep, we're just gonna take them out little by little. They're all going for it. And Carl's okay. Starts breathing again. Doc saying, slow and controlled, you're going to be fine. We're all okay. Just assuring him so he doesn't get worried, of course. Because Carl, you know, Carl just jump back on his feet and try and go save someone else. Because that's how Carl is. Luckily, they get to the end. And I like this panel as well. This panel of Maggie standing with Herschel holding her. And it's like, yay, we won. And it's like, we beat another battle. And it's like, but her one is like, ugh, seriously, we won. We won, like, having our home destroyed by these people. So great. Guess where we're gonna move? Hey, Alexandria, you got extra rooms. Hey, Kingdom, you got extra rooms. Savior, we're gonna need somewhere to live. I kind of assume Maggie will end up in the Kingdom, actually, now, because William's kind of ruling it, but we don't have a de facto leader that Rick approves of, so maybe they'll end up there, because I don't think Hilltop's gonna be rebuilt after this, really. We go to Beta, who still won't let us see what his face looks like. And apparently Kirkman said in the letter hacks that we will be finding out why Beta hides his face. So I'm really interested in that. Why? It better be important. It better be someone we know. Otherwise, it's going to be a big disappointment. If Beta reveals who he is and it isn't someone we know, it's going to be like, what was the point of that? Seriously. Hopefully it'll be someone we know and we'll be able to know what's going on. So yeah. So we get Rick finding out that Vincent was abandoned and had his horse stolen by the Saviors, and discussing that it's all very concerning. They have to do something about that when the war's over. It's like, great, more. And then William at the Hilltop, the Kingdom, being told, actually, Hilltop's under attack. You better go help them. So they gather up a whole bunch of people. And, oh, it's a horrible bit. Oh, I hate when this happens in The Walking Dead. Someone in Magna's group and Dwight's group getting bit and they haven't had their hand chopped off. It's so horrible. I hate when they have to chop off limbs in The Walking Dead. And it's like, if I was there and it happened to me, I'd be like, yep, just take it. I don't want to die. I don't want to become a zombie. Take my arm. But it's like, oh, it's so horrible to even think about having someone have your arm chopped off. Ugh, so bad. But Magna just kind of does it. She's like, we'll just take care of this. We'll get rid of that arm. And Negan's just like, ugh, he's just upset about Lucille still. And it's like, really, Negan? It's a baseball bat. And I know, like, we're trying to get the backstory of Negan is like, why this baseball bat is so important. But really? Is it really that important? I know you named it after your dead wife, but really? Is it that important? It's still a baseball bat. So, I don't get it. So yeah, and Dwight's disgusted with Negan because it's like, that woman just lost her hand and you're crying over a piece of wood. Jerk. So he calls him a lunatic, which I love. So yeah, so they're kind of regrouping, getting ready to head out again. And we see Beta watching in the background at the hilltop. And it says, look at them, they think they've already won. They haven't, have they? And Beta's like, nope. Time to end this. I'm worried about Beta, actually. How are they going to end this? I'm assuming we're going to completely lose Hilltop. It's looking that way. I can't see how they come back from this. So I'm guessing Hilltop will be moving to Alexandria, the Kingdom, or possibly the Sabers if we make up with them. But I don't see how Hilltop survives, really. It's being burnt to death. There's no way. We get Eugene, who's made a bunch of bullets and is going to risk his life overnight to get them there. And it's like, what's the point? And if we can't save people's lives, what's the point in us doing anything? And actually, it's nice to see Eugene being so brave. And I do think his time with Rosita and the time in All Out War really changed Eugene for the better. And I hope we see that in the TV show. I do hope we don't get his horrible braid, because it's so bad looking. I hope Josh McDermott doesn't have to wear that stupid braid. Yeah, because it just looks ridiculous. So Rick saying it's like, when we finish with the Whisperers, we'll have a war with the Saviors as well. And it's like, oh, great. It never gets easier. It's never going to get easier. And he could really easier. So we go on to the sanctuary with the Saviors, and we see Tara getting back to where the Saviors are and having a conversation with Sherry. So they talk about that they're worried about the Whisperers actually defeating Alexandria, but Sherry assures her that she believes in Rick Grimes, which is a very popular thing to say at the moment, because Maggie believed in Rick Grimes, Abraham believes in Rick Grimes, pretty much everybody believes in Rick Grimes, including Rick Grimes. And she says they're going to win. It may be hard, a bunch of them might die, but they're going to win. And that's what Rick Grimes does. And when it's all over, all the Whisperers are dead, and Rick and his people are weak and weary. We're going to take over. So Sherry, as the new leader, apparently now she's evil. She never was before, and, well, I think she might have been a little bit evil in the TV show Steal Daryl's Bike, but this is an odd turn of events. Sherry's now the leader of the Saviors, and is now evil and is going to take Alexandria from Rick. Yeah, right. With, I think, the Hilltop being destroyed now, they will be going to Alexandria, and we will be having a war with the Saviors again. So I guess it's All Out War Part 2. I guess. Very odd. I'm hoping that because Negan is now on Rick's side, Negan will crush this within a few days, hopefully, or the Saviors will just get what's coming to them. So who knows if even Alexandria will survive next week after Beta says that this isn't the end, and the end is coming and it's going to be really bad. So we'll see how that goes. I'm interested to see what happens in issue 6 of the Whisperer Wars. We'll see, because there's been a lot of covers that have been very spoilery lately, and it looks like, well, not only Hilltop is completely gone, because it looks like it is, but maybe Alexandria isn't there either, so we don't know how it comes out. We've got Rick in the middle of a zombie pile, and who knows how that's going to go. So I'm interested to see what actually comes out of it, and hopefully it'll be an interesting one. Kirkman's saying that it's going to be a good one. He's like, enjoy the holiday season, because you have the end of Whisper Wars coming up, and we'll be starting a new kind of chapter in The Walking Dead, it seems, after that. It'd be odd not to have the Whisperers on. I've really been enjoying them, so it's going to be an odd one to kind of go without a villain for a bit, but I'm sure the Saviors will fill that spot again, because it seems like they want to. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm very, very close to 500 subscribers. I might even be there by now, so I'm probably within like 5 or 6. So please subscribe, and I'll be giving away a prize box when we reach 500 in the next few days, hopefully. Hoping to do it before Christmas. So see you guys later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Mel here. I really want you to subscribe, want you to subscribe, want you to click that button below. Subscribe.